Hello and welcome to No There's Only Trash Here podcast, episode 44. The date today is the 23rd of February 2014. So it's probably going to be a lot more mellow podcast this week because of course the Cow's crazy one, they're always longer and more energetic, which might say something about us, but I hope it doesn't. So this week it's just back to being British and just hanging out.
Just yeah. I understand what you mean. I don't think it's an insult. It's just we're just, I don't know. Mellow. Mellow's a good word actually. Mellow's chill. We're chill, man.
Or we're like old ladies just complaining and hanging out and not doing much.
That's also applicable. Actually, that's more like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We do moan a lot.
Yeah, mellow old ladies though, not the energetic, I've still got life in me, I'm gonna see the world before I go, the whatever, it's my time.
Oh, how quick is that to get in such a depressing state? Well, how many seconds on the clock right now?
It was like a minute.
Oh my goodness.
We can count the intro though, that's like 15 seconds.
So you're already talking about old ladies dying?
Yeah, and us.
Or implying. So, well done.
We are much like people who are about to die, that's what I'm trying to say here.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Woo! Come back, cows, we're suicidal already.
Please. We do actually need him back to give a report. You know, we all went off with some homework last podcast.
Oh, yes.
I hope you stuck to your end of the deal.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't the real deal.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I stuck to mine.
Ooh.
I downloaded Steel Divers.
And how did you find it?
Okay, well, let's put it this way to begin with. I spent more time creating a Nintendo ID than I did playing the game.
Ouch.
Because I don't know what the hell that crap was. As you make this, sign up to this, so I was clicking all the buttons. The game is awful.
Oh no.
I had this really cool picture in my mind when I heard... I don't know why, because why is it going to be good? But then they made a sequel. But I had this picture of it being like a kind of... First I thought it was 2D. I thought it was like a 2D, side-on, like, and you control like a little submarine, like almost like little, like, not pixels, like everything's in cubes, you know? Like a grid, yeah?
Yes.
This is how I don't know why I imagined it like this, but I did. So it's side-on, and you travel through caves, and then you have to try and find, like, treasure, and then shoot enemies, and perhaps even the levels are random, like randomly generated. I think there's a game called Spelunky like that, but it's like in a mine. I pictured it being like that.
So you pictured it being Spelunky mixed with Echo the Dolphin?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this could be really cool. But no, it's this 3D thing where I couldn't control it and I kept crashing into things and this guy kept on saying, collision, taking damage. And then the red light started and I just got confused and I turned it off.
Oh, okay, so what? A total of 5 minutes playtime?
I played the first level where you go through hoops and I played the second one where I shot some submarines and I was done.
Well, that sounds very exciting.
I can't imagine it going much more beyond that.
Well, from what I heard of the first game, I don't know much about the second, but from what I heard with the first is that the core gameplay was meant to work well, but they didn't really do anything interesting with it. Like, so it got decent reviews because it's kind of fun to play, but then the actual levels they laid out were just boring. It's just go over there and shoot someone. But apparently, you're saying that it doesn't even control well.
No, it's weird. One of them... One little kind of lever controls the speed, and one of them controls rising out of the water and then falling back down. It's awkward. I think my game, in my head, will be much better. Much better. Imagine you're a submarine, you're going around, you're going into caves, finding the treasure, and oh no, there's an evil crab, so you shoot the crab, and then oh no, there's bandits in submarines.
Bandits and submarines.
Yeah, I think that would be much better. Yeah, damn those sea bandits.
I think that could work, or that could be a pretty neat little arcade downloaded game, especially because it's free to play. So yeah. I guess that's all you can really do with a free to play game. Have like a cool little gimmick, have it be a neat little game, and it's like, hey, I'll pay a bit more for it. But I'm guessing it's safe to say you won't be buying the full version.
No. God no.
What about if there was a dog and you had to haggle with him?
Oh, so maybe as I'm about to shoot one of the ships, it pauses and we get like a kind of little text box dialogue thing where you can pick stuff, and it's the dog on the enemy ship, and we start kind of negotiating terms of a peace treaty.
Wait, so you're going to blow up Rusty? That poor
Well,
mutt.
unless he puts up a good deal that we can negotiate on, then yes, I am.
That sounds like terrorism.
No, Rusty's evil. Did you not gather this?
He seemed nice. He was like, hey, come play some baseball.
He's shady, Rusty. I think he's on the line.
Listen, I was very anti-Rusty last week. I'm all in with the Rusty now. I'm pro-Rusty.
Well, that doesn't matter, because your game wasn't Rusty. That was Cal's crazy. Yours was Rambo.
Yeah, and silly me, I forgot to leave the house out of fear of buying the game. So I didn't get it.
What? Oh, well, you get an F.
Damn it.
Actually, you get a U.
Okay, to be fair though, I went to Asda, I saw it on the shelf, it was 28 quid. I'm not paying that. I'm not paying 28 quid.
Have you seen reviews of it?
No.
It really is an on-rail shooter. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing.
But it's quite funny though, because I saw on the Amazon page, like, there's a really nice looking screenshot of
lies.
Yeah,
all lies.
Yeah, I was thinking that because it was the same with The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, where if you saw all the screenshots they posted on like certain websites, you'd be like, wow, that game looks really great. And then you actually load it up for yourself, and it was very PS2-ish. And I'm guessing it was the same with Rambo.
Yep. Same on Steam as well. Same screenshots of the game. Which you'd think they'd be trying to, like, kind of sort out, but no. I don't know how it got on Steam, to be honest. Awful game.
I don't know, I guess there's a publisher behind it, so... Like, how did that game even get in my local Asda? That's amazing. It's Rambo, the video game. The amount of games that don't get, like, a proper release. Like, in that same Asda, there are no Wii U games. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze came out. That wasn't there at all. In fact, I went to HMV and it wasn't even there because I was a little hungover and I wanted to buy it. And I couldn't find it anywhere. So, I didn't end up getting it. But I could have got Rambo if I really felt like it.
I've heard of your stories of hungover game shopping, and I really think you should have bought Rambo, and then you went back to bed, wake up again. What the hell is this on my table? Imagine that. That would have been great.
I would have been like, no.
What have I done?
No.
But no, I'm very disappointed. Then you didn't stick to your end of the deal.
Listen, when it goes to cheap, and it's already launching at 28 quid, so it's got to drop pretty quickly. But once it goes to cheap, I will kind of check it out. But
no, really don't. I'm sorry. I wouldn't ever make you do that.
Wait, hold on. If Cows is gone, does that mean I get to take over old Rusty there?
Yeah, let's ditch Rambo. Just do Rusty.
I can't do Rusty though.
You can't do Rusty?
I might have left my 3DS at home, and I don't have it with me, and I won't get it again until probably April.
Are you giving me Rusty as well?
I can't do Rusty. I love the Rusty. I can't do the Rusty.
I'm not doing Rusty. He can be a stray dog.
Unloved Rusty.
Send him to the dog pound.
Yeah, and then he can meet a lady and a rat's there.
Sponsor him for only £3 a month, and you'll get letters from Rusty.
And Rusty's like, hey, come on, give me 6. Come on, dude.
Come on now, cough up a bit.
Yeah, come on. I need that.
But yeah, that's how homework. So only I did the homework.
Okay, well yours is free, alright? And Cal's couldn't. Even if he did play it, he can't. He's not here.
Don't care. I should get some kind of reward for this.
You get to play more Still Diver. Like, you don't even have to install it anymore. It's right there. Pick up and play.
Okay. I just have to try and contact a games developer to try and make my game.
Your Still Diver.
Still Diver. No, let's call it Better Still Diver.
Oh.
Still Diverer.
Dive harder.
Still Dive Harder, yeah. And then that will come out. I'll make that free to play with loads of adverts, and I'll get loads of money.
I think you should call it Subpar.
Oh.
Or they should call this game subpar.
Yeah, that's more like it. My game's going to be good. Actually, scrap that. It's going to be for the phone, mobile market. Get loads of money.
That's where the money is.
Especially that type of game. It'll be great.
No, all you got to do, you still call it subpar, but you take Flappy Birds. Yeah. Put a little submarine there.
I think you can do that. Actually, someone's made a kind of game creator, Flappy Bird, create your own Flappy Bird game where you just change the icons. So I could do that. I can make it a submarine.
I think they're putting a stop to that though. I think Google and Apple are like, right, this is getting stupid. Enough's enough. No more clones.
Oh no, not like on the actual market. Just like an in-game browser thing.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I could do it.
You can't stop the Flappy Birds.
No, Flappy Bird will reign supreme.
The sad thing about that, though, is that I said a couple of weeks ago I liked it because it was people saying, okay, enough. This is getting stupid. The games are terrible. We're not going to put up with it. It's just dumb. But I've seen people all around playing it. People are still playing this game and enjoying it. And I don't think with any irony or anything like that. So I guess I was completely wrong when I said people are awesome now and not taking it anymore, and they can see that iOS is terrible. They love it more than ever.
Yeah, I think the reason why he stopped, I think there's a bit of confusion over this because he's Vietnamese, maybe. I don't know.
Sure.
I think that's right. Anyway, I think it's just some kind of cultural issues. Like he just doesn't like the amount of attention it's receiving. I don't think it's necessarily hate he got. I think it's just he didn't like the amount of attention he was getting.
Yeah, I haven't heard about the cultural thing, but that might be it. I mean, someone over here or in the Western world is all about getting rich. So once you start getting money, yeah, it's awesome. But I guess maybe over there, money isn't so much of a ultimate goal. So it's kind of more understandable to do that.
Yeah, and also, everyone reacts differently to attention. Now, imagine being in that guy's shoes where you made this game and then all of a sudden all these news companies and whatever want to contact you and just get millions of people wanting to know what you're doing. It could probably be quite overwhelming as well.
Yeah, because it's just him. It's not like a company. And then suddenly people must have been I almost said texting him. Like, the son has his number. Just, hey, what's up with Flappy Birds? Come over, yeah?
Lol.
LOL. But no, so yeah, I don't. If you were just because he didn't do it on purpose, and I think that's what some people don't understand. It's just that he didn't do it on purpose. He just made this dumb game, just threw it up there, and then it exploded. And he got all the positive stuff, but at all the same time, he got all the negative stuff. So he was probably just happy doing what he was doing, so decided to go back to that.
There's been a lot of that kind of stuff recently on the web in terms of internet fame. I suppose his was to a degree internet fame. But have you heard Joe Total Biscuit?
Yes.
Yeah, heard all that kind of stuff that had been going on with him?
Yeah, is that about the copyright and the company being scumbags?
Well, it's something that led off from that. Basically, he just came out and wrote this really long Reddit post on his own little subreddit, like r/cynical Brit or whatever it is, just saying that he's had enough of viewer interactivity. Like he's just stepping completely out of reading his comments, doing any sort of stuff like that, because it's just getting too much in terms of hate and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought people were all in with Total Biscuit. He's got a lot of subscribers, and with all the controversy with the two separate indie companies, everyone was on his side in those situations.
I think he even addressed that. He said a lot of you. I think he was talking to his Reddit people, but in a way he was addressing everyone. But I think he was saying even though most of you say nice stuff, it only takes like we know it only takes one bad comment to really make it stick, and so getting hundreds and thousands of those a day must add up, I guess.
But it only sticks if there's some truth to it, though. So if he kind of realises that, then he can make his YouTube channel better and take something positive from it.
Yeah.
Like, if someone just like says to or leaves it, if I get a comment where it's like "you're stupid," that doesn't do anything to me. But if someone's like kind of to the point and insulting, and they actually bring up a good point but are a bit of a dick about it, then that's the one that sticks, not the general internet hate.
I think that's kind of what he meant. Like, this particular series of game he was doing a let's play on. Like he knew. I'm really butchering what he said, I think, but he said he didn't want to make those videos in the end. He like hated recording them because he knew people would pick every single thing that he'd do wrong, like backseat gamers basically, and things like that. So not necessarily just you're stupid, you're fat, you're whatever, but things like you should have done this, why did you miss that, you're playing this wrong, blah 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 blah. Those sort of comments as well.
I don't know. I don't have much sympathy for the guy because it's like any sort. It's just like the Flappy Bird scenario. If you want that success, then you got to have the negative parts to it. The Flappy Bird guys didn't want the success and didn't want the negative parts either, so stepped back. This guy, Total Biscuit, obviously wanted the success, wanted people to really enjoy his stuff and get that community going. So he's got to also take the negative part. It sounds like he was just having more of an off day than anything. Like, I'm assuming it's his job at this point. And everyone has days at their job where it just sucks. I'm sure a lot of people in retail just, when you have to deal with a customer who's just a bit of an arse, that can really suck and bring you down, but you still go in the next day. So I don't really have much sympathy for the guy from what you've just described.
Well, I'm not gonna. I've probably said everything wrong, but he's still carrying on making videos and stuff, obviously. I think he's just stepping back a little bit, which I think a lot of people, well, no, maybe not a lot, but I know a few very big YouTubers are doing, like turning off comments and stuff because they had enough.
Oh, do tell. Who's doing this?
Well, one of them is Nerdcubed, which we've discussed Nerdcube before.
Is he really doing that?
I think so. He's had a lot of problems with just creepy fans as well, like knocking on his door. I guess that crosses the line of privacy.
God.
Yeah. Then I think it's a good time. That's like a good sign where you're probably a bit too far in with your viewers when they're knocking on your door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's okay though, because he posts to thatguywithglasses.com. And they have a lot more of a refined fan base. So on YouTube, it's just anyone who's just like types in a game and his video comes up. It's like, oh, this guy. Then it's all the crazy people are on YouTube. But if they then go to a dedicated website where you have to go to that website for their stuff, then I think it's a lot more controlled. So I guess that would be the solution. To just move away from YouTube, do a normal Boots or That Guy with Glasses, make your own kind of site, become part of those networks. You might not get as many viewers, but you won't get the crazy people.
Well, actually, Nerdcube's solution was to move to a different country.
Wait,
so that's what he's done. That also works in a way.
Wait, so
no one knows where you live.
What country is he in? Did he not say?
Don't think so. No.
Damn it.
No, you can't go stalk him. Sorry, it was you, wasn't it?
Well, I just thought I'll pop over.
You need to borrow a bit of sugar, don't you? That was the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, that isn't like a kind of metaphor for anything either. Sounds a bit weird. That.
Go on, keep going.
No. I'm not going to stop there. Thanks.
Listen, I will borrow some of Nerdcube sugar any day. All right, that's something I'm willing to do.
Okay.
No, that's a weird one. Because this has always happened. This isn't something new. Like, there's always been, like, the assholes, the creepy people and whatever. So why is this happening now?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure what triggered it.
Maybe, I guess it might just be a build-up over the years.
I think what's happened is, like, Total Biscuit's done it, and then since then, a few other YouTubers have come out and said, yeah, we feel the same. So it's just kind of snowballed a little bit. It will settle back down, though. It always does.
Yeah, I would think so, but I don't know. Disabling the comments, like, surely the solution is to just not read them rather than block people from leaving them.
No, I don't know. Lots of people have been doing that, especially since the comments changed. and they got worse for a while.
Well, that was because of viruses and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Like they became a lot more spammy.
Maybe people did that to begin with, like we've got to stop the viruses. But once they were turned off, they were like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah,
and then,
it's like,
this is actually, I might as well keep this.
That stream of hate is just gone from my life.
Yeah, yeah. But at the same time, the stream of love. So, it's you have to choose. It's either you have all of it or you have none.
Don't block the stream of love, guys. You
Don't
need
block
it.
Nobody block their stream of love.
Don't do it.
Everyone needs their stream of love.
Lend people sugar. Don't block the stream of love.
Give them all your sugar.
Yes. That's what we can learn from today.
Oh, beautiful. That's nice.
Yeah, I don't want to be too judgmental, actually, because if somebody showed up at my house, I would be a little weirded out. Yeah. Like, that's like a, whoa, okay, that's a whole other level that I couldn't even imagine.
But, seeing someone out on the street, that's fine, I suppose. Not that I'd ever know what it felt like, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But then, on your own door, creepy murder, that's what it is. Clearly.
How crazy would that be, though, if you were walking down the street and someone was like, yo, MrMuckluckable!
Well, considering that I'd have to speak to them, wouldn't I?
Yeah. They just hear you at, like, a Starbucks.
It's like, wait a minute, I recognise that voice. Oh, God, yeah, that would be horrible.
You're trying to order, like, a latte and they're like, the machine's fixed. And it's like, you're being a bit of a Debbie Downer right now. And the person just turns around. It's like, it's you!
I've heard that before. How would you react to that?
What? Someone recognising me?
Yeah.
I would run away.
Would you really?
Nah, probably not. I don't know. It'd be weird, but... I don't know. Never thought about it because it'll probably never happen.
Would you like to buy an autograph?
I do sign them.
For a price.
Yes. Right, well, let's get into some gaming news, I suppose.
Yeah.
Seems like the thing to do.
Not sports.
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about sports.
No, we shall not, shall we?
Oh. Well, have you
got any sports news?
Well, there's the Winter Olympics coming to a close, but...
Oh, yeah, curling. Everyone loves curling.
I got nothing to say about that.
It's like people have suddenly found out that curling exists. Like, what is this? This is amazing. Yeah, great.
Why are people so focused on this Winter Olympics? Don't people just usually ignore it?
Yeah, I think... Do you know what I think it is? I think it's like residue from the Summer Olympics.
Ah, yeah.
I think that's probably why. And also a lot of attention with the whole Russian thing as well.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But yeah, we won a few medals, haven't we? But so nothing amazing.
I think 4 in total, maybe.
We're no Canada, that's for sure.
No.
No, never will be.
But no, I don't like the Winter Olympics, and I find the normal Olympics okay, so... That's the sports break.
There you go.
Nailed.
Yeah. Done.
Ticket from the list. It's not even on the list.
I don't have the list, so I can't.
Anyway, that gaming news I promised. I teased.
Yeah.
So the big news this week is that Irrational Games has downsized themselves to 15 members of staff. So in case you don't know who they are, it's the people that made BioShock. So I think their games have been BioShock, BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite and System Shock 2. So they were a big AAA company, you kind of had to be to make BioShock Infinite, and now the head guy of it, I can't quite remember his name, has come out and said, yeah, we're going down to 15 members of staff and we're going to do a lot smaller project.
Is it Ken?
Yeah, I think it's Ken.
Ken Levine or something.
Ken A.
There you go.
But yeah, so now they're going down to 15, so... The interesting thing about this is that he announced this and confirmed this, not 2K, because 2K are their publisher, and usually when it comes to downsizing, it's like EA being like, yeah, they made a game that nobody likes, so we're going to just fire half of them and just kind of go with that. Usually the publisher announced this, but they announced this, which makes this Ken guy come off as a bit of a douchebag, if you ask me. Like,
why?
Well, because if you read what he said, he was saying how we want to make a smaller project and have a more smaller team and focus it on and make a new creative different sort of project. But he fired people. they were a big studio, and now a load of people just lost their job, and the reason that he's presenting in this is because they want to make a smaller project. It's like, but you just fired a load of people. Surely you could have made a smaller project within the company without letting a load of people go that you obviously worked very hard with to make BioShock Infinite.
Do we know they got fired?
Well, they're gonna get let go.
They're not gonna get transferred or something?
Well, they'll probably figure something out, but from what I read, he just said they're being let go.
Okay. That's not a nice way to put it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like they are expendable.
Yeah, he said, like, it's never easy to, let people go, but, it's something that has to happen.
Maybe it's like a move. What am I trying to say here? I don't know. Maybe he's predicting the future. All right, this is. Bear with me.
Oh God, this does sound like the end of BioShock Infinite. So go on.
All right, so imagine if they stayed as a big company. All right, but they still focus on smaller games. Smaller games. What if they don't work? They lose loads of money, and then people have to get fired. Right now. Does being let go mean you have more bonuses or something than being fired?
I think it's the same, roughly. Because if a
Okay.
publisher lets a load of people go, I think they do take care of them. Like, they do get the severance package and all that. So I would guess, but I don't know, that it's about the same.
I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest. So, yeah, all right, fair enough.
But I don't know, maybe he did see it coming and that this is the direction that the team was going to go in, so maybe he did it that way. But it's just that thing again, that it's so annoying that a guy like this, Ken, comes out and just can't be genuine. He has to give the company line of, we're focusing on smaller creative projects instead of big AAA releases. He can't just say, okay, here's what's actually going on and here's what's happening, because he's either a liar because this isn't what's happening, it's not about them deciding to make smaller games, maybe there is some financial trouble there, so he's a liar, or he's a douchebag because he's firing people for the sake of his art and letting people go and lose their job. So I don't know which one it is, but if he was honest and actually came out and spoke about this truthfully, which he should do when people are getting fired, I wouldn't have a problem with the guy. But once again, he just can't be honest.
Honesty is your policy, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I understand that. So was this like a proper press release sort of thing, like an official statement?
Yeah, he came out with an official statement revealing all
It wasn't
this.
like a tweet or anything, was it?
No.
No,
Nothing
okay,
like
good.
that. He just tweeted all the employees, you're fired, don't want to see you Monday.
Hashtag fired.
Hashtag fired.
Hashtag bye. I don't really know. That's basically it. I don't know how companies work.
Yeah, that's the thing. Neither of us do, really. I'm just good at pretending. That.
That's fair enough. See, honest.
Yeah, I don't know about... there might be a reason, but he didn't present the reason. And I don't think it's a financial one, because I looked up the sale figures, and BioShock Infinite did do very well. It sold... I think I read 5 million by July? And that was the most recent figure that came out.
Right.
But either way, it did very well. It sold at least 5 million copies, and probably a lot more over the rest of the year. So that's not a bust. It's not. And also because 2K would be the one shutting them down if they weren't financially viable anymore. So this is kind of something else going on. And I think it might be this Ken guy, or this Ken guy,
That's it, yeah, there you go.
being like this artistic creative person in his own head, and if he wants to do something different, then so be it, he's going to do it and make it so, and now he's going to do a smaller game.
Well, it really doesn't make any sense that you'd need a smaller team to do a small game. Like, they're not mutually exclusive. You can't have a big team working on maybe 2 small games. Like, I don't understand, unless he really is in that kind of arty-farty, it must be... We must all know each other. We must go on holiday before we make this game, so we know each other. Then we can all make a game together. That kind of crap. I don't get where he's coming from that angle.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, a lot of people praise Bioshock Infinite, and he got a lot of praise for that game, so if it went to his head, I kind of understand, but it just seems really dumb, because there are companies where they split it, like Ubisoft. They're making Child of Light, which is a very small team making that game, and it's a lot smaller project, but it's a team within a larger studio, and Ubisoft allow that to happen. So that's the way you do it. You can still do these sort of projects, you just don't have to downsize the company. That seems a bit of a brave move, or a big bold move to do. I don't get it.
You could say Ken was rather irrational.
Joey!
Has that joke not been made before? I'm pretty sure it has.
I haven't heard it, actually.
Oh, there you go. Boom! You're hearing first-class material on this podcast.
Well, I enjoyed it, that's for sure.
Thank you.
First we had the subpar joke, because of submarines.
Yeah, it's just one after the other.
And then we had this one, actually. We didn't have anything for the YouTube fame.
Maybe not one after the other, but, frequently.
Consistent.
Enjoy. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add. He seems like Ken.
Yeah.
Seeing as we've got to say his name like that.
Yeah.
Seems like a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, I don't like him. I mean, I don't have anything else to say about it, because I don't care about the Bioshock series. Infinite was good, Bioshock 1 was really good. So, I mean, a lot of people be like, what does this mean about Bioshock Infinite 2? But I don't care, so that's why I haven't gone into that, because this does mean that if they're going to do a smaller project, then that's probably the end of Bioshock. But then they already did 3 games in this series, so it's probably a good thing to close the door on it.
Yeah, do more stuff. Do new stuff.
Yeah, so this would be good if people didn't lose their jobs.
Yeah, just make them do another game.
Alright, speaking of other games, have you heard of Chroma?
No.
No, well...
I haven't heard of most things, Tom.
Well, it just got announced this week, and it's the new game by Harmonix. And they're also teaming up with another developer that I can't remember the name of, but they make, or made one of the Counter-Strikes. And it's a first-person shooter mixed with music. And it's this really psychedelic Team Fortress 2, I'm going to say, because it's like meant to be manic shooting, but also you got all the different classes like assault, medic, tank, all those sort of things. But the music affects what happens in the game. So, for example, with certain weapons, if you shoot on like the correct beat in the music, you get like a damage bonus. So pretty much by playing along to the music that is in the background, you can get special bonuses. And also, as the music kind of progresses, if you go along with it, you can then also change the terrain. So you can establish a hill on your side of the map by playing along to the music, and then you can have the higher ground against the other team if they don't do it.
Wow. So it's kind of like Call of Duty mixed with those dance games where you're on the mat and you have to press the arrow at the right time.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're going for.
Do you remember those mats? Everyone used to have one of those mats that you have to lay out in the living room.
Well, we never had one in my house because I live in a flat on the top floor. So my mum would never allow it. But once somebody came round, plugged it into the PlayStation 1 and we had a go. And then my mum told us to stop it, and that was the end of that.
They were really crap, really. But
they were.
We were young. Anyway, the game. Is it a multiplayer game?
Yeah, it's a multiplayer thing. Like I said, it's Team Fortress 2, pretty much.
Because the only thing I would think is, if the music's... I'm assuming everyone can hear the music, so it'd have to, I don't know, lag and connection and stuff? How would that work?
Oh. I don't know, I didn't really think about lag, but I guess it's the individual player's game, probably.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, maybe.
Like, it's just the input, really, of you shooting and the beat, happening at the same time. Then it just sends that input to the game, so I guess that's how it happens.
So do you shoot musical notes and stuff?
No, it's like, if you took away the music, it would just be a psychedelic first-person shooter. Because that's what it looks like. It's very neon, a lot of lights there. But with this added layer, it more changes the gameplay, where you have to kind of think about the music and try and fight along with it.
See, that sounds quite cool, actually.
It does sound really cool. Like, I really like this idea of playing along to the music, because recently Rayman Legends did it, and did it really well, where you're running constantly through the level, but as you go along, your jumps are like timed to the music, and then when you collect lumps, that represents like guitar stuff going on and things like that, and it's really cool to kind of be a part of. So I like this idea, definitely, to taking it to the next level and have a first-person shooter to have it, but I don't know, it's like the first of its kind, so I can't really say if this is going to be any good or not, but it's definitely a cool idea.
I think it's one of those games where it's going to be cool to watch videos of it. To be honest,
Or someone who's really good at it.
Yeah, you're going to get like someone who does like the chain, like a kind of chain bonus, and does the whole song and shooting, and it'll be amazing. Montage, something like that. I like the Call of Duty videos.
Oh yeah, love the Call of Duty videos.
Because I would suck at it, so I don't think I'd ever try playing that.
Well, I don't. When I play games, I don't listen to the sound, so I would be screwed because I never listen to the sound usually.
You don't sound whore.
No, I'll have my TV, have my game going, but then I'll have my laptop up and I'll be listening to music on a podcast with headphones, so I can't hear what the TV is doing.
What's this being released on? Did you say?
No, but currently it's only set for PC.
Okay, that's good.
Well, is it good?
Yeah. Well, because why did I think that was good for? Because I could play it.
Wait, are you worried that it would get dumbed down if it was on consoles?
No, I don't know. If it was on the controller, I don't know how it would work, the controllers.
It's just a first-person shooter. You don't have to like press. It's not like the music games. You don't have to like press a button at a certain time. You just have to do a normal first-person action shooting game action at a certain time. So you just got to press the right trigger to shoot at the right time.
So you have got to shoot in time.
Yeah. There's nothing to do with the actual controls. The controls are the same. It's just linking your actions and what you do to the beat. You just do it in time.
Right. Now, did you say it was like damage things?
Yeah. You get like the big thing is that you get like damage bonuses and things like that as you do it.
See, that's dull. It's got to be something visual.
Well, there's also, like I said, the terrain changes with the music.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, I missed that bit. That bit's good. Yeah.
But it's still, they only just released this game, so I'm sure later down the road there's going to be more trailers of people doing like cool stuff with the terrain and everything like that. But the bottom line with me is that I won't be playing it because it's a PC game. And I don't play PC games.
Well, no. What's it called again?
Chroma.
No Chroma for you.
No.
Why is it called Chroma? Is that to do with light?
I think so. It's Chrome, and they just needed. I don't know, Chrome.
That's not musical, is it? Chroma? Maybe it is.
I don't know about the music.
I don't know. Chroma. No, I don't know. But we'll move on because we don't know what we're talking about.
They should have called it Corda, because that's a music term.
Yeah. Or quartet.
You gotta add the A.
Quartetta.
God, that's so horrible.
You're in teams of 4. There you go.
That works.
Yeah, quartetta.
Oh God.
That's such a great word.
If I ever have a daughter, she's being named Quartetta.
Oh, quartetta.
There's something about etta at the end of a girl's name that is just like, ugh. No offense to anyone out there who does have the etta at the end, but if you do, I'm guessing that you have a nickname, so you don't have to say it.
What names are there that end in etta?
Shoot, you called me out.
Jeanetta? Is that a name?
Rosetta?
Rosetta
Stone? There we go.
Rosetta Stone, yeah. So that stone was badly named.
Boo, you aliens or whatever.
I thought they were Egyptians.
Yeah, they're aliens.
Yeah, those aliens.
Have you seen those pyramids? That's aliens, alright?
It probably is, Yeah.
But no, and also another reason why I won't be playing it is because it's going to be free to play.
Oh, why'd you say that for then?
Because it means it's not going to be very good.
But then it means that if it's bad, who cares?
But I'd rather pay money and increase my chances of having a quality product rather than not pay anything and just waste my time.
So how do you feel about like MMOs that went to free to play?
Oh,
what's your view on those?
MMOs make sense because it's just an endless it's just endless. So it doesn't really matter with that. But I think MMOs is the only one where it works and makes sense because it's a consistent world, so it kind of works a bit better, I think.
So have you not? I suppose you won't. You don't play Steam, do you?
No.
No. So there's quite a few free-to-play games on there.
I'm sure there are some good ones, but I like to spend money and get a complete package. It's why I don't buy DLC anymore, and I gave up with that. I wanna, here's some money, give me the game, and I'll play it. I don't want anything else to do with that. So I don't want I'll just try it out for 20 minutes, and then, now I've got to now buy all this additional stuff. It's just an unnecessary headache, and it makes me feel like I have half a game.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping they wouldn't do the microtransactions, would they, for that type of game?
Well, they already are planning to. They're saying that they're not going to be bad. They were like, guys, they're going to be good, but they are planning to do the similar sort of thing.
Buy more tracks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stuff like that. But also, it's not going to be licensed music. It's going to be their own original music.
Oh. See, how awesome would it be to have, I don't know, a song, The Who, or some rock song, where you're shooting along with it? That would be so awesome.
Well, that's what I do when I play COD. I just play the music and just play COD, and it works out.
Oh, yeah, that's so close. But then if they connected, that would be even better. That is disappointing. It's going to be some crummy music.
Well, that's what they did in Rayman Legends. They covered songs. So there was a cover of Eye of the Tiger in there, and you ran along to that.
Yeah, I should do that.
Oh, it was really cool.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. But I guess they kind of had to do their own music to make it work with the levels.
I suppose, yeah. If it gets popular, they might be able to buy the licenses for them.
Maybe.
I don't think money is probably the issue, but I don't know. I think that's a bit. Unless the music's really good, which it probably won't be.
It'll probably be good, but I guess the music has to be more practical than it does artistic.
See, but then you this game. So many different things. Do you focus on the gameplay, or do you focus on the music, which would affect the gameplay? But what is this? Is this a first-person shooter game, or is this a kind of weird experimental sort of game? Which one is it first?
Both.
Which one do they focus on?
I think it's still definitely a first-person shooter game. It's just if you play along to the music, then that's how you get your bonuses. So I think you can play the game just fine without doing that. You're just not going to do very well, as other players are going to be doing that and will have the advantage.
Well, then they're prioritising the wrong thing. Screw them.
Wait, so they... Oh, okay, so it needs to be weirder.
I think if they focused on the music and made that a really strong part of it, then it'd be cool.
Well, I think neither of us... Well, I saw the trailer, but it didn't really do anything at all. It didn't show any gameplay. It just showed this clip of two people shooting each other, and that's about it. So until either of us has seen some gameplay, maybe we should not go too into it.
Perhaps. Maybe. Alright then.
I mean, that's probably the pot calling the kettle black there, but I'm a hypocrite. What can I say?
That's fine. You're honest, once again.
Woohoo!
Keep him with that. Well done.
But no, I don't think it'll do well because it's free-to-play games and they don't do that well, and you hadn't heard of it, and I think most people just kind of let this announcement go, and if people didn't get excited by the idea of it, then I don't think people are going to get excited when it does finally come out.
Unless you get some super amazing person that does a video of it, and then that gets any attention.
Oh.
But that's kind of the only avenue I think it could go down.
What, Total Biscuit does an early review?
Yeah, or some Flappy Bird sort of thing. This is, snowballs.
So it needs to get on the hype train if it's going to do well.
Choo-choo, exactly.
But also it's weird because Harmonix aren't like a PC developer. I mean, they do, but they're console-based. So this seems very weird that they would make the switch to just PC.
I don't know who they are.
They make a Rock Band.
Oh, that makes a bit more sense then.
It was a load of people that made Guitar Hero, but then they left Guitar Hero to make their own series because they weren't happy with how it was going.
Right. Okay. Well, that's at least a little bit of a good sign then.
Yeah.
It's not like complete amateurs, I guess.
No,
they know
they
at least a little bit of what they're doing.
Yeah, they can make a game, but
well, they can make a. Have they made a first-person shooter before?
No, but that's why they have the other developer who makes Counter-Strike.
Okay, so they're doing music, they're doing shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
They have figured this out, but it seems weird that everyone kind of ignored this announcement because I thought people liked Harmonix, but apparently nobody cares anymore.
No, nobody cares. Where did you hear it?
IGN. It just came up.
Oh. No, yeah, I would have thought I would have seen something on like maybe Reddit about it, but obviously not.
Nope, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Okay, so oh wow, my voice just went a little bit, but that's okay. Let's go.
Do you need some water? You're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Water will just make me burp, so I'll just struggle through.
Okay.
I'm just being honest once again.
Good.
Okay, so the other bit of news I want to talk about is about Octodad. And in case you don't know, Octodad was a weird indie game that I think came to the PS3. Maybe. I think there was a first one. I don't really know. But it was one of the indie games that got announced at that big conference that Sony had. When they were like, we love indie developers. And one of them was Octodad, Dadliest Catch. And it was announced that it got delayed. Or it kind of didn't really get delayed. They said they were going for a March release. And then they came out and said, we're not going to be able to make March, so instead we're going to aim for April. So it wasn't that bad of a delay, but I guess it still technically was a delay. And the only reason I bring it up is because they said, we're going to delay this game, and also we're thinking about an Xbox One version. Now, where have we heard that one before?
Is this you actually asking?
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot.
Oh, Rayman Legends.
Oh, okay. Of course, yes.
I'm still fighting the good fight over here.
Yeah.
But as soon as I heard this, it was like, oh, Rayman Legends, that's not good. So I tweeted the people to let them know the error of their ways. And I said, if you need to delay the game again just to make it on Xbox One, can you not bother? Because I don't want to see another company get bullied by Microsoft.
Did you get a response?
I got 3 replies, in fact.
Oh, what, from the people?
From the people.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And basically they said in those 3 tweets they sent me that this has nothing to do with Microsoft. They kind of misinterpreted me a bit. I don't know why I say it like that.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, everyone. I wasn't saying that, this delay was because of Microsoft. I was saying don't delay it again because of Microsoft to make an Xbox One version. But the guy said how this has nothing to do with Microsoft, they just kind of needed more time, and they haven't even really seriously got to the point about making an Xbox One version. Because they have one guy programming it on the PS4, and they recently went up to 2 people programming the game on PS4, so they need to kind of get that done before they would think about an Xbox One version. And then I was like, oh cool, I got the info. So then I just tweeted back, fair enough, I just don't want to see a Rayman Legends happen to you guys. Because I don't know if the company was aware of this, but Microsoft has that scumbag policy where if you make a multi-platform title, you have to release it on the same day on the Xbox One as you do on the other platforms, or they won't let it happen. Which means if they suddenly choose to make it on the Xbox One, Microsoft will be like, okay, if you want to do that, you are going to have to delay the PS4 version until the Xbox One version is ready to release them both. And that's what happened with Rayman Legends, allegedly, but I promote it as fact. And that's very much could happen with this game, so I don't want to see that happen, and I hope it doesn't happen.
I know you're bringing this up because of the delay and stuff.
Yep.
But are you yourself interested in the game?
No, it looks stupid.
Because it's already been released, isn't it?
I think so. I don't really know that much.
I'm sure I've seen videos of it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of videos. I swear there was a first one. But
is it where you control? It's a bit like QWOP, but you control each arm and leg.
Yeah, you have some weird octopus person, and you don't control it right, and he just falls all over the place.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
It does look like a cool little game. I just probably won't play it myself.
No. I don't ever really like those sort of games.
Oh no.
That sounded really depressing, actually. I said that. It's just I'd get bored of them too quickly, to be honest.
What, the indie games where it's like, here's our gimmick?
I never tried Surgeon Simulator. That's the same sort of thing, where it's like difficult to control.
Oh, those sort of games. Oh, I gave that a go. It was fun for an hour, but then you're like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I just can't bother to even put an hour into it, to be honest.
Well, I played it with a group of friends.
See, that makes sense. But on your own, I was just like, no.
You just get slightly annoyed and give up.
Yeah, exactly. And there'd be no one there to kind of, get annoyed with me and have a laugh. It would just be me getting angry.
Well, people seem to like people playing that game, though, which I don't quite understand. But if you like people shouting at the screen, then I guess Surgeon Simulator is the place to go.
Oh yeah, I watched videos of it. I just didn't play it. Nah.
I don't. What's the appeal of that? Someone getting really annoyed at a game on YouTube, like really annoyed. Like, I'm not just talking about someone getting frustrated. I'm talking about the people just shouting and being over the top about it. Because I know you had the Michael from Rooster Teeth who did Rage Quit, and I did watch that. But after like 3-4 videos, I'm just like, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. Once you've seen it a couple of times, it's the exact same thing. So I just don't watch those videos anymore.
Let's be honest, though. You're not the target audience for those, are you?
No, but who is?
Little kids, little shouty kids. You're not a little shouty kid anymore who likes to get angry. Like, teenagers love to get angry.
Yeah.
And mope around and shout. And even littler kids love to shout. And swear.
Oh.
Does he swear in the videos?
Probably. Sure I haven't seen him in a while. I'm
pretty sure. Yeah.
He's just
we're too mature, you see. We've grown up.
Yes. You enjoy your little kid videos.
So pedantic.
Yes, quite. We're too busy playing Chroma.
Yes, such maturity with the. I really wanted them to shoot musical notes. I'm sorry.
There was some. I think the people who made Pokemon Game Freak made like a musical platformer on the 3DS.
Yeah, see, that's getting there.
Where you did collect musical notes and moved along to the music.
Yeah, like, to take that, put it in the gun, I want them to shoot like a musical, like all the little bars and all the notes on it.
Oh, God.
And like, all the notes would be like a bullet, so it'd be like, pew, 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 but it'd go up and down as the music changes. It'll be so good.
But surely if you're shooting the music, it's going to sound terrible.
You're shooting a little section of the music, maybe a guitar solo.
So that means
that sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
You can only use like a machine gun if there's like tremolo going on, or some sort of crazy guitar solo.
No, I've got it now.
Oh.
When you do the good shooty like in time things, you build up like a bar, and that bar is your guitar solo, and then you can use it when you want. But the music will have to kind of change quickly.
Yeah.
As I said that, it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not all in with Muckluck's music shooter.
I just want to shoot a guitar solo. Is that tricky?
Come
on.
I think it is, maybe.
Well, if you want to kind of make it gel with the rest of the music, maybe.
It just seems silly. Like, so in your game, you have to shoot people, and then you shooting the people becomes the music.
Yeah.
But then
Grenades can be I know musical notes. The circle with the hole in it, is that like four notes?
yeah,
I think it is.
Maybe.
That is a grenade.
But
So you throw that and it explodes, and it's like a kind of explosion music.
But from what you're describing, it's pretty much Mario Paint with guns, where you're just making music by just shooting everything.
Yeah.
But
That's
then,
pretty much it.
like, surely then an actual something that you actually do make music on would be 10 times easier than using a gun.
Oh, what, like you use a guitar to shoot?
No, you don't. There's no shooting. If you wanted the player to make music, you wouldn't have them shoot. You're just changing the interface of which they're making music.
It's not the achievement would not be to make good music, like not to make a coherent piece of music. It'll be just to shoot music.
Just shoot. Okay, so it's not even like going along to the music. It's just you're making noise and shooting.
Cool noise though, has to be good noise.
But a bullet's a pretty cool noise sometimes.
But imagine if it was like little ding 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 ding, or little musical notes instead.
Listen, I think we can get this done. All right, if someone just mods like Call of Duty or a shooting game, then that's
or
very easy to do.
Or something like that. Yeah, I can mod that.
Just replace the gun sounds with music sounds or whatever.
Okay, so I want musical grenades, musical guns, musical rocket launchers, where as you shoot, like the rocket, the noise of the rocket will be like a kind of a what's that musical? No, where it goes higher and higher and higher, like that sort of tone. Yeah.
The high tone.
Yeah, there's like whatever. Well, sure, you have rocket launchers. You'd have miniguns, which would be like those little notes, like ding 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 ding. Drums, maybe. What could drums be though?
If you could get some sort of, I don't know, some sort of mech, some sort of Titanfall mech.
Like the footsteps.
Yeah, you're boom, boom, boom.
This could be a great game, or an awful game.
Listen,
who knows?
It's not that I don't believe in you and your project, alright? I'm pretty sure the people at Irrational, that's what they're doing. Like, we need a small team, we need to make this music game.
I knew he would steal my idea.
That's right, that Ken, he's done it again.
Bloody Ken.
That Ken steals people's jobs and our ideas.
He steals people's jobs?
Well,
It steals my job.
You could be a creative director if it wasn't for Ken.
Honestly, I'd be so good at that job. All I have to do, don't have to program anything, don't have to do anything. I just stand there and I give them ideas.
But the thing is, you stole the idea from Chroma.
Okay, so I'd be like the Zinger of the gaming world.
Okay, so they will like bounce stuff off you, and you'd be like, right, here's to make it worse.
No, well, steal ideas first, and then inevitably make them worse. Yeah. Actually, I'll be like that King. Is it King? Who stole Candy Crush or something?
Oh, yeah, those.
Yeah, I'll be like them as well. Just steal everything.
Ooh, who knew they were so awful?
I'd never heard of them until this story, so.
Yeah, nobody knew who they were. They were just
evil.
Yeah, but now they're just really, really evil.
Sneakily evil, buying games with copyright.
That's so weird though, because they're making the assumption that there is so much value behind the Candy Crush brand that they need to invest so much into it. Like, they're showing no understanding of how the mobile market works, where you get a year, if that, and then you're done. No one's buying your game anymore.
Well, it doesn't help that it's terrible PR. So, good luck to them.
Well, you don't need good PR when it comes to the iOS.
No?
No, because you just go on your phone, you just, bright colours, and it's at the top of the charts, and then you just buy it, and that's it.
That's true, I guess, for the casual people, they don't really care.
Yeah, and that's what that whole market is, just casual people just, like, buying whatever.
Buy games from evil companies.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter, and I guess that's probably part of the reason why they did it.
Don't buy from King, people. They're evil.
They are very evil.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
what were we talking about? Musical stuff.
Yeah, no, we were talking about Octodad.
Oh god, yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah, it's been delayed.
But there's not that much to say about it. I just want to say, I hope they don't do it, but in a small way, I hope they do make an Xbox One version, because it'll prove me right. Because
Wow, that's evil.
I know. I'm very sorry.
You're evil.
Because this has not... Microsoft and their horrible policies are not out in the open, but they do exist. And there are kind of examples if you seek them out. But for some reason, whenever this sort of stuff happens, nobody jumps to that. Nobody says, oh yeah, Microsoft made this happen. But it's true. Alright?
See, now I imagine in your room it's just covered with newspapers, like out of the films where they're trying to work out like a mystery. There's like newspapers just covering the entire walls, like excerpts from IGN, and you're like, it's here somewhere, I must find it.
There's truth.
Xbox.
In the Bible, there's a passage.
Someone will believe me. That is crazy kook.
I have a massive poster of Phil Spencer. I'm like, what do you know?
Worship the poster.
But it is true, alright? And this should prove me right this time.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Listen, maybe I do sound a bit crazy and paranoid. But...
You do, yeah.
I didn't really have a but there. I shouldn't have said but. I should have just full stopped it and moved on.
So you're crazy and paranoid. Moving on.
Yeah. Well, let's move away from games.
Okay.
If you
Great.
allow me.
Yeah.
So, have you seen the Lego movie?
No, I still haven't seen it.
I saw the Lego movie.
Okay.
I mean, you play Still Diver, but I play the Lego movie, so...
Yeah, see, I sacrificed my time whilst you went and watched the Lego movie.
So, I think it's definitely good.
Oh.
Maybe a bit overrated, though. Okay, here's the thing. It's a very solid family film. Definitely worth watching. There's some good jokes in there. And honestly, it's worth watching because the animation is just beautiful. It's so nice. They captured the world like perfectly. And it's all in CGI, but it's just so... It looks great in the way everything is. It's worth seeing just for the animation, that's for sure. But this film didn't have that pacing that like a good animated film kind of needs. Like, it's very subtle, but you know, with like a Pixar film, you're not laughing the whole way through, but they know how to perfectly pace their animated films when it comes to the drama and the jokes and everything like that. And this one just didn't quite have that element in there. So there are kind of a lot of jokes in there, but some of them for me just kind of fell flat. But there was also a lot of good jokes. And there's also a really interesting idea that's in there that I won't spoil, but that also kind of makes the ending really cool as well. But so I would say...
Is it that we are all made out of Lego?
In a very real way, yes.
Okay.
So it's not that everything is awesome, it's that everything is pretty good. Whee!
Well...
Are you judging my ending remark or just what I'm saying in general?
In general.
Oh.
Was that a joke?
Yeah. You know Everything is Awesome?
No?
That's the song from it that everyone's singing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh. Everyone out there got it, and they're just, still in tears.
Right.
The good way, the good tears.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't even realise there were songs in it. Is it like musical?
No, there's just a song that kind of plays a few times throughout the film, and it's like the song that people are kind of taking away from it.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Do you know who made it?
I don't know the company, but I think the people who directed and wrote it haven't... I think Phil Lord, I want to say. But I think the people behind it have not made... They've made some big films, but nothing that is actually, like, amazing.
Oh, okay.
So I
was
was
going to say, if they hadn't made a film before, maybe that's why the pacing issues, but if they have, then they have no excuse.
Well, it's not when you watch it, it's not like, oh, this is badly paced. It just doesn't have that same rhythm, and it's just not... It doesn't quite compare to the Pixar films or the DreamWorks ones or anything like that. Which is kind of... I get it, but... It stops it from being this amazing film that everyone's talking about, but it's still really good. And Batman is hilarious, for one, and Charlie Day, who plays the spaceman. Charlie Day's hilarious in everything he's in, and he was great in this as well. So definitely worth watching, but don't go in expecting this like amazing film or like the film of the year that people are making it out to be.
Fine, I won't then.
Well, I think maybe that's what screwed me over, because that's what I heard. I love going in and seeing a good family animated film, and I heard nothing but good things. And recently, when I saw Frozen, I heard like everyone was loving it and praising it, and I went in and absolutely agreed. It's awesome. And this one, I heard a similar sort of thing. It's amazing. It's awesome. You should, everyone should go see it. And then I went to go see it, and I just saw a film that was good, but not quite. It's not like a classic. It's not an instant classic like Frozen was.
I suppose I shouldn't be so Debbie Down. I mean, it's still a good film. It's just maybe not from the sounds of what you're saying anyway. So
it's worth seeing, but you'll get some laughs, and that's about it.
I'm sure there'll be many sequels, judging by the amount of money it's made.
Oh, so. They've already given a date to Lego Movie 2.
Have they really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's May 2017. Yeah.
17?
Yeah.
I'd have thought I'd done it, or at least tried to do it quicker than that.
Well, I guess they hadn't actually started making this second one.
No.
Or didn't have plans, but then it came out and did well, so I was like, oh, God.
But then they must have... Like, I find it very difficult to see a Lego film failing in any sort of way.
Well, I think the main reason why it's doing so well is because of the reviews. Like, I think most people would have ignored it, really. Maybe kids would have gone to see it, but I think most people would have just, like, let it go. I was going to just kind of ignore it because I didn't think it looked very good, but then the trailer, or the recent trailer, looked pretty decent, and then the reviews were really good. So that's why I saw it, so I think they were kind of expecting it to go either way, and they didn't want to be like, okay, this is definitely going to be a big hit.
Right. So the thing with this film is, though, is that it's not just the film that they can get money on. It's like, Lego is a toy, isn't it? So have they got a Lego video game?
Yeah, the Lego movie video game came out.
So they got that, and then they got actual Lego. Then they got, like, where I work, there's stupid amount of this movie merchandise. Like, stationery and all that kind of crap. It's everywhere. and Joe, like little minifigure bags, those things everywhere. So they must be just rolling in it.
Oh yeah, the film's doing very well. I don't know the recent figures, but it'll hit 500,000 easy, I think. I don't know if it'll do Despicable Me 2 numbers, but it's going to do well.
Poor old Monuments Men.
Oh,
I think it just got crushed by it.
Well, they're two different films, so it should have done alright by itself.
All I saw was like the title saying like Monuments Men crushed, basically. But I imagine like being them and thinking, oh, it's like a Legos movie, that's fine. Because like, I suppose, like you say, before the reviews came out, no one really knew what it was going to be like. So they'd be like, oh, it's just Lego. And then it's like, oh crap. It's actually hugely popular.
Well, there was a lot of people in it as well. There was Chris Pratt, who did the lead role, who's like awesome. Then Elizabeth Banks, who... Okay, those two aren't that big names, but you would definitely recognise them. They're pretty big in comedy. Like, Chris Pratt is in Guardians of the Galaxy, that's coming out. Then
yeah, I was about to say that. Damn, he was everywhere.
Yeah, he exploded, I guess. And then you got Morgan Freeman's in it.
It's awful.
You got Nick Overman, who's from Parks and Rec again. You got Will Arnett, who's from Arrested Development and other stuff as well. Charlie Day, who I already mentioned, who was in Pacific Rim, but he's also in It's Always Sunny, and he does a voice in Monsters University. There's other people as well, but there's a lot of names in it, but not like massive people. Will Ferrell, he plays the guy, but a lot of people were just in comedy, like a lot of big comedy names. So maybe that really helped it out, that they actually got people who are funny people to be all over this film.
Yeah, I'd imagine now with the sequel, it will be big names.
Well,
I'd have thought.
It was already, yeah. But that's it, because
like you say, like the big names.
yeah, because that's what they do. They make these animated films, and they're meant to be comedies, but then they don't hire comedians as much as you would expect. But this one is pretty much literally all comedians or comedy actors, anyway.
Yeah. Mind you, I suppose, who was it again? Morgan Freeman. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's in it, but I mean,
Ferrell.
he'll do anything. Let's be honest. He's
Well, especially animated films, you don't have to do anything, do you? You just talk. Especially with his voice.
yeah, he's got it down.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. Lucky guy.
But no, so it's good, but yeah, it's good. That's I shouldn't have to add anything more to it. It is good.
Well, you know, the cinema near where I live, it's like £2.50 for a ticket, so I can't.
Jesus,
Yeah. So, you know, I've got no excuse not to see it, really, for that price.
that's so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
When I
£3.50 on weekends, but weekdays, you know, pushes a little bit. £3.50. Whoa.
see, when I saw it, it was Orange Wednesdays, so it was half off, but the ticket was like $6.70, and that was off peak during the week and student. So it's potentially like £9 if you're an adult going at peak.
It's awful. I hate cinema prices now.
It's horrendous.
Absolute sucks. Netflix.
Yay!
Not really comparable, but still.
Cheaper.
Cheaper, definitely.
Okay, so we brought it up, but have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer?
I have.
Any
Yes.
thoughts?
I think they made a good choice by making it a comedy more than just a generic action film. Like we were saying a few weeks ago about Avengers and stuff kind of getting a bit repetitive now. So I suppose that's different, but I don't know anything about it, which maybe that's a good thing.
Well, I saw the trailer, and I feel like I don't know anything about it. It's just some misfits in space, and it's just some space place, or just like aliens, and that's about it. So
Yeah.
I wasn't really that impressed by it, because it's probably good that they're going all in with the comedy, but 4-2 and 4-1 already kind of did that, or 4-2 especially already went all in with the comedy, and that kind of didn't really work. So Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know, it looks like it could be interesting, but I'm not. Watching that trailer, it didn't tickle my interest. Yeah, but
Didn't tickle you?
no.
I don't know why the way you said that. That's funny. I like the people who were in it, judging from the trailer. The only one I recognised a few, but one of the people I recognised was Peter Serafinovich.
Is that the guy from Spaced?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's nice that he's in there.
The guy with
I don't think he'd probably have a very good, big part, but still.
Well, he was in the trailer. He got a line.
Yeah. So, if they have some, like with the Lego movie, if they have actual comedians, it might be funny. I'm sure Thor didn't have proper comedians.
No, yeah, Natalie Portman.
So maybe this could work better.
It might be,
Like
but watching the trailer, there just wasn't anything aesthetically that kind of stood out. It just looked really quite standard stuff.
See, aesthetically, I quite liked it. It was like that sort of grimy space sort of thing, wasn't it? I like that.
Yeah, it was a little bit Fifth Element, I guess.
Yeah, I think that looked nice, personally.
No, I don't know. I'm not into that so much. I just feel like it's kind of been done, or it's just not that. Like, they always kind of hit the same notes. They go into a bar, and there's a green dude. And then there's a woman who's a bit weird, who's like, hey, handsome. And then they just have some dumb music in the background. It's like...
Does she have 3 boobs?
Sometimes 3 boobs. Sometimes the normal amount. It depends how they feel.
Okay.
But yeah, I just feel like that always kind of hits the same notes. And then, I guess, if it's a comedy, that's good, but nothing in the trailer made me laugh. So, that was kind of a little odd if it's a comedy, but... I don't know, people kind of seem to like it and are looking forward to it, but... I'm going to hold my breath and just kind of wait until more is revealed or closer to the time.
Again, I think it's like that thing where the only people who's really interested in it at the moment are the comic book fans who are wondering, how they're going to show the tree guy and the raccoon thing. What's the raccoon going to sound like? What's his? I think until you get more, that's the only people who's going to be really fussing over it.
Yeah, those nerds.
Those nerds. God, at least we're not like them.
Yeah, we're cool. Still Diver. We love it.
Shut up.
But I don't know. I just think the idea isn't that interesting as well. It's like 4 misfits. What? Oh, they can't possibly save the day. Oh no, they did in the end.
Get it right. It's 5.
Okay, 5 misfits. And I like Chris Pratt as well. He's hilarious in Parks and Rec, and he was good in the Lego film, but didn't do anything for me here.
Well, if we step back, let's step back. I still think it's, in terms of Marvel, I still think it's a good choice. But that's all I can say.
Right. Well, good choice
it's not-
because
it's not a
it's
bad choice.
different, or
You can tell that they've at least tried to do something vaguely different.
okay.
Because they could have just done like another sort of, just like Iron Man and Thor. They could have done another superhero movie like that, but they didn't. So
Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. But they got so much money, I guess they just are taking... Or just like, let's do Guardians of the Galaxy, might as well.
oh, it didn't work. Fine, don't matter.
But this is kind of what happened before, though, where they just kind of started taking these risks with, like, Ghost Rider, or just the industry in general. So if these films start to bomb, then we might be back where we started with superhero films.
I wouldn't be surprised. Everything goes in cycles. We're going to have a crap period sometime.
And I think it'll probably start with Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
That'll be the one to
Yeah.
be like, oh, Batman's dead in the film world again. I mean, at least he's not gay, but he is dead.
Who was in that? Oh, yeah, that was it. That Jesse guy. Trying to think of who was the last sort of announcement for that.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to move on to what's coming out next week? There's a lot.
No. No, yeah, sure.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the first one is Thief,
Oh, yeah.
which is the reboot of Thief. And
Mhm.
I don't have any interest in it, do you?
No.
Just stealth, it'll probably be fine, but seems like they should have just left the franchise alone. The next one is Plants vs. Zombies. Garden Warfare.
Oh, is this that 3D one?
It's the 3D one.
Mm.
Exclusive to Xbox One and 360, so suck it, Sony. What do they call them? Sony ponies or whatever.
Is that what they call it?
Sometimes
Oh, dear.
there is a name because it's Xbots and Sony droids, or I don't know, something insulting. Sony ponies.
Sony ponies, we'll stick with that.
No, this game looks terrible. I don't know how it's going to review, but it's just, hey, the idea of Plants vs. Zombies was a cool concept and a cool way of doing tower defense. Let's just throw that all out the window and make some 3D whatever.
So this is a tangent, I'm sorry, but I've just noticed that Everything is Awesome has the Lonely Island in it.
Oh, yeah. They do the
That's cool.
verses.
Alright, anyway, yeah, back. 3D thing. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Was that back at E3?
Yeah, it was like one of the first things that got announced at the Microsoft conference.
I remember people being actually quite excited for that. I don't know why. What did we say about that?
Not positive things.
Good. Won't want to be a hypocrite now. But no, it just looks weird and dull.
And do you want to know why it's an Xbox One and 360 exclusive?
Is it because Xbox are evil?
Well,
Scumbags.
that's a good point. But because EA are publishing it.
Oh. So is it coming out for PlayStation?
Nope, it's just a Xbox exclusive because EA decided to do all these deals, which involved Titanfall being an exclusive, which is the big one, but at the same time it involved this being an exclusive.
Right, okay.
Bit stupid.
Not exactly equal, but yeah.
Okay, next one, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Any interest?
No.
Cool. Next one, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles on the PS3, which I want to check out, but it's 40 quid, and it's on the PS3, so 40 quid for a brand new PS3 game is like a bit much.
Stick with Rambo. £28 can't go wrong.
Oh, it can go very, very wrong.
Are you gonna wait till it drops then?
Yeah. 27 on there.
Okay.
And the last one is some Ninja Gaiden game. Interested?
Yes, that's no.
Oh. Well, the only interesting thing about it is that it's being made by Concept, who are the people who are making Mighty Number 9.
Oh.
So all that people that got $4 million are also making this other game.
Is that how much it got in the end?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That's crazy.
And I gave my 15, I think.
So are you worried that maybe your 15 went towards that and not the other one?
Well, if I gave the money to Gearbox, then yes, I would be very, very concerned. But I think these guys are trustworthy.
Okay.
They seem nice.
Good. What was the game again?
Ninja Gaiden Z. But there's a, like, Yaba. There's an I in there, I don't know.
Let's not even try.
Yeah, let's just give up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's it for this week.
Oh.
So, any last thoughts?
Last week was much more fun in terms of releases.
Well, there's more this week. All of those games I list are big releases, just we don't care about any of them.
No, that's true. The only Castlevania, right? The only time I like those games is when AVGN, wait, AVG. Yeah, that's right. Well, no, the wrong way around then. Did like I like watching the old kind of like NES games. They're the only kind of Castlevania games I like.
Yeah, I haven't really played them. I have Symphony of the Night on my 360. I played it for like 15 minutes and was like, I don't see the appeal, and gave up. But that's supposed to be like the best one and one of the best games ever, but I didn't see it, so...
Not your cup of tea.
Well, it should be. It's like, that's where Metroidvania came from. And I love Metroid, so I should have liked it. I probably just didn't give it enough of a chance, really, but that's all I kind of have on this series. I haven't played any of the other ones.
I've played none, so there you go.
Nice.
But no, I don't have any final thoughts, as it were, on the releases.
Oh.
Was that the question?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we're ending of the podcast, so any final thoughts will do.
Oh. Do we have any emails?
Oh, no.
Oh.
But what is the email
my
address? I don't even know. I forgot.
Are you really going to ask me? I'm going to get it wrong again.
Do it.
Only Trash Your Podcast
And?
at gmail.com.
Yes, nice.
Only Trash Your Podcast.
And also, in case
There's no-
people don't know, I put the email address in the description and download links. Or the download link to the MP3 of this, so you can just
I
download
put
it.
a download link to the email.
Yeah, you can download a template.
It's like, Dear Tom,
You are
enter message here.
From...
Blank.
awesome. Very is what you're meant to put, not awesome. Very actually. I'm going to remove that.
Yeah, don't leave that to chance.
Dear Tom, I think you are great and awesome and good at everything you do, plus good looking.
From name.
Yeah, there's no other bit. There's no blank. You just put in your name at the bottom. Send it.
So yeah, download that. Check that out.
Definitely.
And also the podcast link. Yeah, MP3 is it?
Yeah. It's on Mediafire. I don't know. I never downloaded it myself. I think it works. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe go find out.
It's not my job
No.
because I don't get paid.
Okay.
I mean, it's my responsibility, but it's not my job.
So you have to do it, but you don't have to care about it.
No,
That's fair enough.
can't get banned on the internet for not doing it.
Is there any sort of like updates in terms of stuff?
Oh yeah,
Plugging.
Joe, what's going on with your channel? I forgot.
Still doing Ratchet and Clank.
Oh,
Actually, now I just realised now that they've both kind of coincided that I've got like the main two, because it's like Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank at the same time.
but what about Sly Cooper?
That sucks.
Oh no, I'm just
No, I mean,
I'm just sending you the comments that I got on my Jack and Daxter 1 review. Because I put the two big ones were Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter because they were the two big ones. And then some people were like, Sly Cooper was good.
Oh yeah, I suppose it was good, but like, it's Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. They go together, don't they?
Yeah, they're the two.
They pair nicely.
Yeah, you had Crash and Spyro, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. So screw Sly for the time being. So that's what I've got going on. That's the new Let's Play. After all this time, it was Jack and Daxter.
Well, that's very exciting.
Well, you think I'm going to fail?
No, okay. I didn't say I think you're going to fail. I just said it was the hardest game you've done.
Did you really find it that difficult when you played it?
I found it hard, yeah, it gets very challenging towards the end.
See, I found it not easy, but I found it to be like quite balanced.
No, okay. Alright. Saying it's challenging is not like an insult. It's
No. I'm just like, as in, I don't know. Like, I never. Did you ever like kind of stop? Like, have to stop and come back to it another time?
No.
Okay, good.
But I found myself dying quite a lot on certain parts.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna die so much.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I think it's the hardest one you've done.
It's not hard mentally though.
Okay, so it's not a strain.
Yeah, like there are games that I could do and actually get angry at, like because I couldn't do it. But I think with this one, I think it's just going to be, you die, so you just start over, you do it again. I don't think I'll be able to get too annoyed.
Well, that's
we'll
that's
see.
just a sign of the game being good, though. That you don't want to give up. You feel like you can do it. You just need to practice and keep
exactly. It's like you feel like you can do it. It's not like, oh right, I'm never going to do this. I'm going to stop. There is power there. You can do it. Believe in yourself.
Wait.
See what game teaches you that?
Don't fire all your employees. Believe in yourself.
Ken?
Whoever he is, I've never heard of him.
If you're listening to this podcast, I'm sure he is.
Oh, definitely. I know you are.
Yeah. But that's it. Just that.
Cool. Well, that review I promised is actually going to come up on Wednesday, I think. So that's of Second Sight.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's not your usual review day, is it?
I don't have one.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday.
It was, but that was in the summer. That's more of a summer thing.
Okay.
On my new schedule of not uploading that much at all, it's whenever.
Whenever I feel like.
Yeah.
Do what you feel like.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, so what was it, Second Sight?
Yeah.
Oh, that will be interesting. That's the Free Radical game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I've already started putting together the next one, so maybe a week after I'll have another one already done.
Are you going to tell us what it is?
Nope.
Okay.
Listen, man of mystery.
Not that honest, are you?
No. I'm not lying.
I know where you go. I'm not lying.
No, but you're a mysterious man.
Yeah, I am annoying in terms of
you and your
kind of stuff.
I don't know what you guys might like it. 70% of you might like it. And it's Jack and Daxter.
I'm sure most people play that game.
Yeah. I mean, I was there, and I had played it, so I think that should be it. That's fine.
There you go then. Yeah.
Alright, well, be sure to check that out. And no podcast next week, because I'm going somewhere. So we're having a week break.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know.
I'm on holidays for this damn thing.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want next Sunday.
I'm so overdue for some leave.
Listen, you're not getting paid for that leave, alright, though.
Oh, fine.
And
I'm sure this is breaking some law, but okay.
And in fact, we're downsizing the podcast to be a smaller creative project, so gonna have to let you go.
Tom!
No! I don't want to get put on that list.
You're on it.
Shoot.
Too late. Hope you make a good indie podcast.
I will.
Talking to yourself.
It'll be great.
Okay then.
Be
Have fun.
just as good as Bioshock.
So in 2 weeks' time, enjoy Tom.
The solo cast.
The solo cast. That's quite a nice name, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Go
Don't
with
you
that.
take it.
Maybe I will.
Because you could. Do your own Still Diver fan club solo cast.
It is just a podcast about Still Diver.
Just 2 hours every week.
Yes. Enjoy that.
Nothing but Still.
Coming soon.
The Man of Steel podcast.
There you go.
Alright, well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you in 2 weeks' time.
See ya.